Welcome to episode 51 of Talkin Dribble. 51 already, clocking over 50 eps. And due to us clocking over 50 eps, we've actually decided just to branch out a little bit on the Talkin Dribble pod. Obviously, you're used to the sport, you're used to the footy, the basketball, the NFL, the NBA, or at least the American sports, taking a bit of a break at the moment. Mm-hmm. And we've thought, let's do some movie talk. Let's do some TV show talk. Obviously, a lot of it will be sport movies and stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, we're trading in the footy chatter for a bit of pop culture and a bit of movies and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So we've seen there's plenty of stuff coming out at the moment. And we're going to, do a little chatter about that, kind of reviews and just give our thoughts and opinions. Mm-hmm. Plenty of segments, plenty of fun stuff. But yeah, that's the vibe of this week's episode. And yeah, we're just going to kind of see how, we're not sure in terms of how, if we're going to like have it as separate to Talkin Dribble. I think we're going to keep it as under the same like umbrella. Yep. But yeah, this is the vibe.
This is the vibe. Yeah, 100% over the last few weeks, we've gone and seen the new Superman movie, which was elite. The new F1 movie, and as well as the live action How to Train a Dragon movie. There's been a lot coming out, and there's a lot more coming out in 2025, isn't there? There's a lot to look forward to. So we're like, it's always been something we've been deadly into. Like we've been following the MCU for years and stuff now. We've loved that. We love what the DC's starting to build up. We've been massive on our TV shows and all that as well. We love our sitcoms. We love all that. So there's a lot to dive into, and there's just unlimited amount of topics to chat about, isn't there?
Yeah, like even a few weeks ago, we did our top 5 sport movies. So tune into whatever episode that was on.
Yeah, someone.
And yeah, no, we love chatting it. So it's great vibes. So yeah, we're kind of experimenting with it, seeing how it looks. But to introduce our movie taste, our TV show taste, we're going to give, our top 3 movies of all time and top 3 TV shows, just to give you guys like a little vibe of what we're into.
Just dip the toes in a little bit.
Do you want to go your top 3 movies?
I'll start with my top 3 movies. Look, the top 2 is very similar to my top 2 sport movies, but I've got Coach Carter at 1.
Yep.
Remember the Titans at 2, and then Shawshank Redemption at 3.
Easy.
Shawshank, I know, it's the classic. But after I always gave so many people shit about like, how can that be? Like, what are we talking about? And then I watched it and I'm like, holy shit, this is one of the best movies I've ever watched in my life. So I think it has to be. And I had to put a bit of diversity into there. I can't just have sport movies all over again.
Wait, what was it? Coach Carter 1? Was it Remember the Titans at 2?
And then Shawshank Redemption at 3. Just 3 elite movies.
Remember the Titans, that's a classic.
It is.
Denzel at his best.
Just top tier stuff. And I had so many ones that could have fell into there. Like I had Moneyball in there. The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman is unmatched. And then like Hacksaw Ridge is elite as well. So that could have found itself in there. And then I love Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse as well. So just nerding out really. But so there's a lot that could have dipped in there, but that's the top 3.
My one, I've got Coach Carter as well. So it's my favorite movie of all time. Nothing will beat it. Mm-hmm. Just the ending. Well, let's be hopeful. Yes, sir. It's just good vibes. And it's a basketball movie. Like, how can you ever knock that? Top 2, I've got Top Gun Maverick. Bro, I didn't actually really like the first Top Gun. Like, I actually wasn't a big fan of it. The second one, oh my God, bro. Oh boy. We'll compare it to F1, what we saw like a few weeks ago. Similar vibes. It was the same director, I think.
Very similar vibes.
But far out. That just makes you want to be a pilot. Holy shit. And number 3, I got The Gentleman. Oof. I love that movie. Was it Guy Ritchie?
Yeah. Yeah, that could have literally fell into my top 3 as well.
Oh,
that's
bro.
A goated movie.
If you haven't seen The Gentleman, such a good movie. It's like it's like based in the UK about this guy who has like his own marijuana. Like he's just this millionaire.
It's just so good. Matthew McConaughey just in his just peeking out. It's quality stuff. Charlie Hunnam, that's when we learn he's just him.
It's a quality.
So we went in with no expectations into that movie as well. And I was like, can't really be bothered seeing this. Came out, I'm like, geez, that was elite. Yep. That was extremely good. Top Gun. Yeah. Top 3. Top 2 actually.
Yeah, top 2.
Really?
Yeah, bro. You don't like it?
I don't know. I thought it was all right. I didn't leave it like thinking, shit, that's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Bro, I'm telling you, that movie is just... I saw it with like the same friend like 3 times in cinema. And then I saw it again with you, I think. Like we just kept watching it. Yeah. We actually saw it twice in one night.
That's ridiculous.
Watched it. And then we went out for dinner. Then we're like, let's go see it again. And then we saw it at a different cinema. That's how much we loved it.
I get it's good. And the way it's filmed and stuff looks pretty sick. Like it makes you feel like you're actually a part of it. But
it's crazy to think that they actually were flying around. Like they fully learned how to be pilots.
That part is awesome. Like, I do love that. I love all that. And when Tom Cruise is involved, it's always going to be good.
And that put old mate Glenn Powell on the map.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, Glenn Powell. He's quality.
He's a funny bloke.
But yeah, no, I thought it was a good movie. I just thought, a bit overrated. I wouldn't be probably my top 30, I reckon.
What?
But, top two's all right. I guess.
Okay.
I guess.
I respect it.
Should we go favourite TV shows as well? Touch on
shows.
that. 100%. I think we'd be somewhat similar here. Number one, easily, is The Office.
Yep.
I reckon we've rewatched that maybe 8 to 10 times. Easily.
Like one of the best comedy shows of all time.
Yep.
Like it is seriously just so funny. And it copped flack. Like you mean the US one, obviously.
Oh yeah, the US one. No,
just
the Britain one's all right, but no, let's be real here.
Yep.
Number two, it's either hate it or love it, but I absolutely love it, is Family Guy. Just the funniest thing in the world. I could rewatch that on repeat. I know it gets no love, but on just repeat, and it's just like I could go to it and it just always gives me a laugh. Family Guy, easy. And then number three is, I was thinking Ted Lasso, but I've actually switched it. I've gone Suits at number 3.
Suits?
That's like my first real serious show that I got myself involved in that I actually loved. It's a little repetitive. It does get quite repetitive. And I don't want to spoil it for people out there, but it's just so good. It literally, when you talk about want to be a pilot for Top Gun, this makes you want to be a lawyer until you realise that it's just boring. It's bad shit.
Bro, I couldn't get through Suits because I watched the first 3 or 4 seasons and every episode was the same. It was just... Harvey coming in, asking Mike if he's done this, and then Mike throwing a piece of paper on the desk, being like, "Yeah, I finished it." Harvey's like, "I bet," and that was the app. And then it was Harvey and was it Jessica? Was Jessica they're just like having a crack. It's like, "Oh, your name's not on the building." "Oh, mine is." It's like, bro, it's the same shit every app.
It's just a casual
It's
take.
the exact same show every episode.
Oh,
Casual
every app.
takes.
And every app just finished with that. And then it was like, oh, what's going to happen with Lewis? So, there's a new partner coming in who they had beef with in the past, and there's a flashback about it. But then Mike's just a criminal as well. Like, it was just all the same shit.
Missing the point of the show.
And then there's a new woman for Harvey every ep as well.
Oh my God, here we go, bro. Harvey's literally one of the greatest TV characters we've seen. Mike and Harvey is one of the best duos we've seen. Lewis Litt is one of the best side characters we've seen. Oh. It is quality, bro. I can't believe the disrespect Suits is getting right now.
It's enjoyable episode to episode, but then it's just after a while, I couldn't binge it because I'm like, I've just watched the same episode 6 eps in a row.
It's disappointing. All right, let's hear yours then. All right.
Okay, I've got... Wait, did you go 1 to 3?
Yeah, 1 to 3.
So one, I got Friends. That's my favourite show of all time. I was exposed to that at a very young age and just loved it.
Chenan LeBong.
Yeah, it is just the best. 2, The Office, just love it. Michael, Dwight, Jim, they're the best. They're just the funniest characters.
It's so good.
Such good vibes. And number 3, I've just finished rewatching this. So it might be a little bit recency bias, so it's in the brain at the moment, but Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Bro, that is the best Netflix show. I almost had Peaky Blinders in there. I love Peaky Blinders. Cillian Murphy, bro. Tommy Shelby, that is one of the best
Peaky
characters.
Blinders too much.
Yeah, you
I don't mind it.
just don't have the mental capacity for
Oh my
Peaky
God,
Blinders.
Is that why you struggled with Suits? But
yeah, probably.
All right, so no Game of Thrones?
Game of Thrones, at its peak, is probably better than Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But, bro, the lows of Game of Thrones, if you've watched Game of Thrones, season 8, Brandon, have you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, you haven't seen all of it.
Nah, I couldn't really.
They absolutely cooked it. What a waste of time.
Butchered it.
Butchered it. I've never watched a show, and after it finished, I was like, holy shit, how did they just fuck that up so bad?
I'm telling you, Game of Zones is better.
The
NBA version. That was top tier.
But back then it was 2019. Game of Thrones season 8 was coming out. Endgame was coming out. So it was like the biggest movie and the biggest show.
Yep.
And Game of Thrones, they just butchered it. All the character development throughout the first 7 seasons just thrown out of the window. So Game of Thrones didn't make it in there. Stranger Things, so keen for season 5. We got to do an ep at some point about Stranger Things and all that. But
for sure.
Can I give you my 3?
Yeah, let's hear it, away.
I've got Better Call Saul, number 3. I'm thinking of these on the fly.
Yep.
That's number 3. Mr. In-Between.
Bro, Mr. In-Between, I've been watching that recently.
Is that the Aussie show? Yeah, that actually looks good.
I love that show.
It's so good. And he wrote and starred in it.
Oh, did he write?
Yeah. And then number 1, I give to Shameless US.
Shameless US.
See, I loved Shameless. I found that I struggled with as it got to season, I think 5 maybe. I started struggling with it a bit more. But I reckon the first season of Shameless is like so good.
Yeah. It's full on, like plenty happening,
100%.
a lot happening. And that's got one of my favorite actors at the moment, which is another show I'm watching, The Bear. So good. Especially if you've worked in hospo. There are some eps in there that just fuck you up, bro. Like,
My thoughts with the bear was like nothing bad happened. There was no thing that they had to overcome. It was kind of like they were just. Well, I saw season 1.
Didn't his brother kill himself?
bro, the whole premise is that his brother commits suicide.
Yeah, but then like he starts a restaurant and then it's like, oh, we need to get this on time, and then they do it, and it's like, oh, we need to fix this, and then they fix it, and then it's like, where's the downside to this?
Episode 7 of season 1. It's like a one-shot ep, and it all like goes to shit because like this thing happens,
fixed.
and it doesn't get fixed.
Oh, right.
Well, at least you don't see it get fixed. The episode, it's a weird kind of structure of a show. But the episode just ends because everyone quits. And it's like, whoa.
See, I like it. I struggled getting into it watching it by myself. When we were watching the first season, I was really into it. And then once I started watching it by myself, I just found myself losing interest a bit.
And the thing I struggled with was I could only see him as Lip from and I was like, he's poor, but how's he overseas like learning how to be a chef?
Genius.
How's he in Copenhagen cooking? Yeah, no, that's fair. But it's like it's a different kind of show. It's now there's 4 seasons out, and it's a different way of storytelling that's not like wouldn't usually like a show like this, but I like the characters. Old mate Richie, the character development. If you've seen him in season 1, he's so good in season 4 now.
Yeah.
So I was actually going to do this at the end of the ep, but if you haven't watched The Bear, watch it. Plug in The Bear.
All right.
It's a good show.
Yeah, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. Touch overrated, but not too bad. Not too bad.
Did you have a few quickfire?
Yeah, had a couple of quickfire questions just for you to just a little yes or no. Okay, to go off with. All right, starting off is Michael Scott the greatest TV comedy character of all time?
Yeah, I'll go yes.
Yeah.
Trying to think of other ones. Like I'm just thinking of like characters from Friends. Chandler's going to be up there.
Chandler?
Yeah, Michael Scott. Just the how he can be so funny in a scene with like everyone in it and just by himself. The amount of just cuts when it was just him talking. Holy shit. So funny. Like I don't think I've ever laughed out loud more in a show when watching The Office.
I'm not superstitious. I am a little stitious.
So good. Like there's just countless of those.
He doesn't miss. He literally doesn't miss. The only one I think could compete, which I'd get a lot of hate for, but in terms of just how funny he is all the time, he's an animated character though, is Peter Griffin. I just think he is so funny, right? He just gets me laughing. It's probably because I got the mental capacity of a 3-year-old, but seriously, he's so funny. But I think Michael Scott, in terms of just how smart and just how funny he is, like
he's just
the way they just do it is.
Well, he's not smart.
No, in terms of how like his humor, in terms of how the show portrays
it. Dry humor, but then it's so dumb. I tell you what's actually obviously the sample size isn't as much, but the show Tires with Shane Gillis. Holy shit! I like just below comedy, just dumb, so stupid.
For sure, but that gets you laughing out loud.
That gets you laughing out loud.
Sure. All right. Is Ross and Rachel the most overrated TV couple of all time?
Yeah, they're pretty overrated.
I just there's no way that show ended and they stay together. Like, that's just not happening.
You got to respect it. That's
just not happening.
You got off the plane, all right?
They'd probably just start fighting right after that. I reckon they
broke up like a billion times on the show, so maybe, but still, it was great when they were together.
Yeah, for sure, but they did not.
I don't know about most overrated. Like, there's some pretty overrated. I don't think if it was overrated couple.
No, all shows I've watched, like Jim and Pam are goated.
Yeah.
Even like Dwight and Angela are goated.
Dwight, yeah.
If you say Peter Griffin and Lois.
Probably better if it like Quagmire and Lois. They're probably a bit more of a couple.
Do you know on The Office, the writers actually wanted Jim to cheat on Pam. Yeah. And John Krasinski had to be like, no way. My character would be the most hated character of all time if that happened.
That would literally
the whole first few seasons are like building that relationship. And then they have their rough patches, but imagine.
That would have ruined the show and ruined his character. Because he just would never do anything like that.
He's one of my favorite characters of all time. Yeah. He would have just been the worst.
100%. Oh, that would have just been terrible. And last one, is Superman better than any MCU movie we've ever watched?
So speaking about the most recent one we've seen, which we'll get into. No. No, it's really good. But it's really good as we're about to say. But no, MCU, bro. Like there's some crazy. Crazy movies. Obviously, it's dropped off a little bit.
Yep.
Especially with the shows.
But the peak of MCU, there's nothing like it.
No.
Which we hope DC can get to at some point. But
Nah. Superman was really good. We saw it, what? Friday just gone.
Mm-hmm.
But no, not better than anything the MCU's done.
Yeah, no,
So
for sure. I like it.
Is that all the questions?
Those are the questions. Should we dive into getting into our Superman review? What do you reckon?
So this is our first kind of chatting about a movie on the Talkin Dribble pod.
Big spoilers ahead for the listeners. So if you're tuning in,
Brayden, are you going to go see it?
No, I'm not a big MCU guy or a DC guy.
Ah, that's good.
Okay, that's
all right then. So we're not spoiling too much.
You can convince me.
Yeah,
there we are.
This
Yeah, you'll be loving it after this.
This might get you into
this.
So yeah, this is our review of Superman,
100%.
the new James Gunn Superman. Should we start with our?
Before we get started, let's start off with our big hat box office review. All right, on the countdown of 3. With our little big hats on.
Maybe say it when you have the big hat on, so you can actually get the video of you saying that.
Good call. We'll cut to that. Here is our big hat box office review. All right. So on the count of 3, so counting down, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and we say it at the same time. Our rating out of 10.
Wait, at the same time, then you won't know who says what.
Yes, we will. You can hear. Come on.
True. You do sound like a
at
bitch.
the exact same time. So then we don't change it. So we're saying it, and we can't be influenced. All right.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
All right, you ready?
Out of 10?
Yep.
Okay,
3,
2.
Wait, I'll count down.
Okay, you count down.
3, 2, 1. 9 out of 10.
Did you say 9 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, I said 9 out of 10.
Hey, good shit, bro. I think that is solid. I think that is a good spot for it to
that's
be.
a good spot. I think 9 out of 10, absolutely.
100%.
Throughout the movie, I was kind of like, fuck, is this like a 10 out of 10? And then I was like, oh, is this like a 7? Like it's not that...
It's completely different to what we've dealt with the DC for a long time. So it took a lot of time to adjust to it. But then I think we need to rewatch it because I think on rewatch it'd be even better because you know what you're going into. It just took so much time for me to be like, holy shit, this is what we're going with right now. So this is very different where we saw like the Snyderverse was so dark and very robotic in terms of this. Has so much life to it. It's a James Gunn film, so it's very Guardians-esque with what he's running. So absolutely loved it. Like, it's not the perfect movie. There's some holes and stuff, but I think to start off a franchise similar to like what Iron Man did for MCU, they've just absolutely nailed that.
No, it definitely, like if you're a DC fan, it's really for you because it's like, there's not much world building in the sense of not much like character introduction. It really just throws you straight into the midst of it. Like it's literally the movie starts like almost in a fight scene.
Yep.
And there's like a bit of background knowledge with how it starts, but like it really does like kind of treat the audience like you're not idiots. You do know the backstory of these characters. You know their relationships.
I'm gonna take this off.
Oh, you want to take
Still
it off?
my head in.
No, fair enough.
I can feel my hair just getting all sweaty.
Yeah, you don't have a great track record with big hats.
No, the big hats have definitely let me down in the past. So I'm gonna just.
Is this a great start for the DCU, James Gunn's DCU? The best start you can have. Yeah. Seriously.
Would not have nailed it anymore. So a big part is, we loved that they didn't redo the origin story, didn't we? Like, that was awesome. So we've found out that metahumans have been a part of this universe for 3 centuries already. So that gives them so much leeway to just throw whatever sort of thing they want at it, really. Like, you can build it from anywhere, any movie they've got. You can go from literally 3 centuries ago to present day, and they can make it work without having to find loopholes to make all these different movies work. So they've given themselves a lot of leeway.
Yeah, like the world is almost like, everyone already knows metahumans. So it's like, you can do anything with it. But the castings, like what worked was the castings. Everyone casted, what's his name? David Cornsworth as Superman.
Yep.
So good. We're going to like do a little Superman ranking a bit later. The casting of Lois Lane was perfect. Lex, old mate as Lex, he's been in...
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult as Lex was so good. Yeah,
so good.
100%. Literally. I don't think casting could have been better. Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner.
So funny.
Whenever he's on the screen, literally just stole the show. He was so funny. That was the best thing, is like it's been a while since we watched a DC film and actually had a laugh.
Yep.
Because they went through a whole different phase where it's like, did they want to go darker and steer away from what the MCU was providing? James Gunn just fed into it and just had the perfect balance of emotional and building up this storyline, as well as just having this comedy relief that just, made it very easy as a listener and a watcher to just enjoy.
Every scene with Crypto the dog, bro. had me cackling, and it was like just the cutest thing. And the fact is that the dog isn't even real. Like it looks as real as like that's one thing that's really good in this movie. The CGI. Like there was never a moment. Basically, every MCU movie recently, there's been a moment where you're like, CGI hasn't been great.
Pretty much all multiverse of madness was that.
But in this, there was none of that. Like it was visually like great. Like it was shot so. Yeah. It just looks like it's so like bright, which is like the DCU, as you said, with Henry Cavill, with Man of Steel, or like the Justice League, Batman vs Superman. So it's all dark and just like that. That was just, I guess, the tone they were going for. But this movie, despite its flaws, you felt like good. Once you like left the cinema, you're like, bro, that just makes you feel good.
Literally, like, we were talking about like throughout the movie, you're like not sure how I rate this, and then the more and more after the movie, I was just like, I just need to see this again. Like, I just need more of this. This was so good. It just keeps making you want more. Like, they just nailed it.
Yeah, and the way, as you said, with Henry Cavill's Superman, he was very like robotic, very like he was seen as a god. So it's like he wasn't human. He was above everyone. This David Cornsworth Superman, he's just so like personable and humble, and he's just like he's a good guy, and he says that he's got like this monologue in the movie, which is probably one of the best scenes in the movie, and he's speaking about that. It's like, bro, I'm a human, like I make mistakes as everyone does, 100%. And it's real like it just makes you feel like Superman isn't this god, he's not on this other tier, he actually wants to be a human.
Oh, and that's how they started the movie was like they literally started with him getting his ass beaten. Yeah. And he's laying on the snow just completely dead, showing that this isn't, literally what Henry Cavill was. Where it's like no one can touch him, where you saw the Justice League fucking all trying to fight him and he's just fending them off left, right, and center. It shows this guy literally has flaws. He's got this like clumsiness about him. Like we've seen like a very distinct separation within Superman's from Clark to Superman. It's like they're completely two different people. This seemed like he's one person. So it's like when he's Clark, he's a clumsy, just klutz really, doing silly stuff. And then once he's Superman, he's still very similar. He's like, he's obviously got all the power in the world. But he's still going to do just dumb things and stuff up.
He was, he was so good, and he couldn't have been more different to Henry Cavill's Superman. Another big plus in the movie was Mr. Terrific. Bro, how good was he?
Bro, stole the show. Talking about Guy Gardner, this guy had more scenes, obviously. Did not think he'd be this pivotal to the storyline within, like, he played a massive part, obviously was big in saving Superman and stuff as well. And possibly had the best scene in the entire movie.
Scene, it was so, like, Guardians-esque. Like,
insanely.
James Gunn loves his, like, one-shot fight scenes, and, like, that Guardians 3 hallway scene, this was very similar to that.
Very Yondu, where he's doing the whistle through everyone's heads in that prison area. Yeah, it was, because like Mr. Terrific's got those like balls as his weapon and stuff. Like they just did to that song. It was like fun. They just, I don't know what it is about James Gunn making the songs so freaking good when you've never heard of them before. It was just awesome. The whole shot of it was insane. You're watching it like, he's done it again. The guy just does not miss. Who would have thought Mr. Terrific would be a character that we're in love with?
Bro, I'd never heard of him before the movie, like the marketing of the movie.
Oh, he's a big comic kind of guy, and we haven't really seen him on the live screen too much. So, but they just made him so good. Big redemption for that actor as well. After
his character in X-Men was just killed off.
They said he couldn't be killed and then died within the first 10 minutes, which wasn't ideal. So they kind of stitched my man up there. Good bounce back.
Another plus was Ma and Pa Kent. Didn't see much of them, but they were great.
First time really we've gotten a vibe that they're from Kansas.
Yeah.
where we saw freaking Kevin Costner last time. Like, these are the most generic people ever. You wouldn't pick them from Kansas. And, it was the first time we've seen Pa Kent, like, show some emotion. And actually be, like, a bit of a teddy bear, sort of, and actually cares without being this kind of hard-nosed guy, which, like, Kevin Costner sort of was. Even without, like, Smallville series, Pa Kent is very serious. This guy actually, like, showed his vulnerabilities and stuff, which was good, which we'd love to see. And I just loved it. We didn't have to see much of him to make an impact. And then it ended it perfectly where he changed his thing to like, show me the footage of my parents. And it's no longer his Kryptonian parents. It's his Kansas parents, which was awesome.
Which is what the movie was about at the end of the day. It's like, which way does he go? Because, this movie has, spoiler alert, the movie does change Superman's origin story slightly. They kind of make his parents from, Krypton bad. And they wanted him to like rule Earth essentially. And he only found that out halfway through the movie. So it's like him choosing like which side he wants to go. But this movie does have flaws for sure. Like the pacing's a little bit, because it is just so all over the place. Like there is a lot going on from the start. It never really settles down. But then I thought it just shapes up nicely. it ends, like as
Really?
Act 3 ends.
Yeah. Really, the one thing I wish we saw more of, which is not really a flaw, it's just something that they did so well that I wish I saw more of it, was Clark and Lois together.
Yeah.
Like, and probably seeing more of the Daily Planet, because anytime the Daily Planet was involved and
it's
Clark was
quality.
in there and Lois was in there, Jimmy Olsen's in there, Perry White, Cat Grant, it was awesome. And I think we wanted to see more of that, which is so tough because what they're balancing in one movie, they didn't want it to go for 3 hours because to start up an entire universe, you probably don't need a 3-hour film.
Yep.
But I would have loved to see more Clark and Lois. I think their chemistry on screen was so good.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, it's really good for people who have like watched a lot of DC stuff because you know the relationship already. So you don't need to be like seeing them meet each other and all that stuff. So it's good in that sense. But then it is a bit like you feel like you missed out a bit because these are the first time you're seeing these actors portray these characters, but you're not actually seeing them in the same scenes a lot.
Yep.
But yeah, also the lack of Clark. Like we didn't actually see much of Clark Kent. We just saw a lot of Superman.
Yeah, which is tough because like we touched on, like his Superman's very Clark Kent ridden anyway. But yeah, we would have loved to see him out of the suit more and just be it. I would have loved to see more journalism from all of them. Like we saw, this was the first time in a while, apart from the TV series Superman and Lois, that we saw Lois actually be this all-time journalist.
Yeah.
And like she full wrote a story while flying a ship pretty much and like got that done and showed how impressive she is.
Yep.
So like we didn't really see that out of the Amy Adams version. We saw a very Lois that like consistently had to be saved by Superman, which within this one, she kind of, her and Mr. Terrific really went and saved him. So I love the flip they did on that. They did her character justice for sure.
Big Lois Lane vibes, not just like this big actress who's playing a Lois Lane character.
100%.
Bro, the comedy of this movie, holy shit. I was actually laughing out loud probably like 5 or 6 times, just like actually laughing in a Superman movie. Like,
a lot of it's Guy Gardner just
so
dropping some absolute pisses.
Yeah.
But I loved it. And you knew you were going to get that because you see the comedy that James Gunn does within Guardians.
Yep.
Like it's just all this quick wit, just the groups that he can form is like where his humor just thrives because you see the Guardians group that they always bounce off each other. We saw this within the Daily Planet.
Yep.
We saw this with the Justice Gang, which
Jimmy Olsen, he was great.
Jimmy Olsen.
He was
Jimmy Olsen just pulling.
Yeah,
Holy.
he's
He's just a ladies' man.
Yeah.
It was insane. Everyone wanted him.
What's that bloke from? He's been
He's from Vacation. He's the brother, the older brother that gets abused by the younger brother.
He gets bullied by the younger brother. Yep. Yep. He's very funny.
He's a funny man. So he was awesome. He did a really good job. But yeah, I wish we just saw more of them. Like I would have loved that. Love the guy playing Perry White. I can't remember his name, but he's really good.
He's in Suits. He's in your bloody favorite show of all time.
Third, all right.
Let's just copy and paste each ep.
That's insane. Far out. But no, I literally.
Comparing it to like Man of Steel with Henry Cavill, it could not be more different. And there's just not like any dumb moments in this movie like there is Man of Steel.
Yep.
Like Man of Steel when he just lets his dad die because his dad just wants to like, I don't even know, he just sacrifices himself when there's like a what was it? It was like a tornado.
His dad's pretty much telling him to hide his powers, not save him and not save a bus full of people because you'll be found out.
Yeah.
Like,
it was a bus full of kids, wasn't it?
And it's like that just demolishes everything that Superman's about. It's like, yes, he wants to hide his identity and stuff, but he puts people first, which we saw. We saw freaking Superman in this movie save a squirrel.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I'm just like, this guy will go out of his way. He saved this whole building from crashing one car.
Yep.
Like there was like literally Metropolis got split in half.
Yeah.
And I don't think there was one casualty because of what Superman does.
Yeah.
Which we just didn't see. Like we saw in Superman, like the
in
whole
Man of Steel, that bro, when he was like fighting Zod at the end, this is the Henry Cavill one. They were just destroying buildings, like just flying through buildings and shit. Did not care.
100%.
People were there.
Yep.
It was just like didn't make sense for the character. And this one was the exact opposite.
They they literally just knew exactly what the essence of Superman was and just did that to just a perfect T, really. So, in terms of comparing them, this one takes the cake all day. But we were never a big DCU fans with the Snyderverse. I really struggled getting myself involved with that.
Oh, and there's a reason why, they reset it and why they pulled in James Gunn. Could not be a better man for the job. I really think DC's on track. And
for sure.
I'm hoping Braden's getting involved after this.
Braden's going to be all over this.
I'm a superhero fan.
He's obsessed. He's actually watching it right now.
I have homework.
He hasn't changed the camera in about 10 minutes. He just tuned out.
Got a wide shot the whole time.
But yeah, the DC is on track. What we got to look forward to the DC, we got Supergirl coming out.
Yeah.
Oh, she made an appearance at the end.
She did,
Millie Alcock, girl from
that
House of Dragon. So she's in that. She's Supergirl. She was great in it.
Mhm.
Turns out Crypto's her dog.
Crypto's her dog, and she's an alcoholic. So, which good spin on it because, I'm pretty sure I saw within like the past, like Supergirl's always been the kind of left of field sort of one, which they didn't really do within like the Supergirl show and stuff. They kind of made her way more tamed. So it looks like that's the way they're heading down with this one, which I really like. It's a great spin on it. It was awesome.
Absolutely.
And it just, it explained the whole reason why Crypto was such like a bad dog, really. Like he's just fucking beating up Lex Luthor and shit.
One of my favorite scenes is when Crypto, like they finally basically catch Lex Luthor and then Crypto's just throwing him around the room, just like almost killing him.
It was very like Hulk vibes on Loki.
Avengers.
Literally just slamming him around.
Yeah. It was so funny.
So funny. And he just does not listen at all. And then at the end, was it the post-credit scene? No, it was the very end, wasn't it? Yeah. It just explained all of it. He just gets beaten up by it.
Just taking it.
It's so funny.
So good.
So it was they nailed that just with all that. It wasn't like there was just so many like little Easter eggs and stuff they're throwing at us. It wasn't like they're just hitting us with so much at one time. There were cameos, but they didn't end up actually really being cameos. They were solidified characters, which I like. So it wasn't like just throwing so much at the board and just hoping something sticks. Yeah. They really just kept it tamed to the level that they could without it, with still bringing a heap of excitement to it.
Yeah, but like there was heaps of characters, heaps of side characters, but it was like, it didn't feel like too much. It did feel like there was a lot going on at points.
Yeah.
But even Metamorpho, like he was a great introduction to a character. He's a really good side character, and I don't think he's really been displayed on live action. He's more of a comic and like animated character. He was awesome.
He played a big part as well.
Yeah.
We love our man Steve. He was in the Daily Planet, the guy who gets spun back in the shit.
That was the funniest moment of the movie.
That got the whole cinema just cackling.
Our cinema was actually good. Even when parts when I wasn't laughing, the cinema was laughing, so it was good vibes.
Keeps you up and about for sure.
It does. And it was nice actually just to be in a packed cinema because you were used to that with the Marvel movies and you haven't had that in a while because, I guess this the almost stigma around Marvel movies right now. But DC, it's got the excitement, it's got the buzzing. Like
actual question though, if this like got released in like the MCU, like say it was like the exact same movie, but you do it with like a different character and it's very similar build, do you reckon MCU fans would just be hating on it?
Yeah, almost. MCU fans have they haven't like shades of Star Wars fans, honestly. Like the worst fans are Star Wars fans because they just hate the whole franchise. Yeah. Like they just get stuck into it. And then the MCU's getting vibes of that.
Oh, for sure.
So potentially, but I think this movie, it's just, it's a James Gunn movie and James Gunn has not had really one bad movie, at least in his last few. So
100%. That's all right. Should we move on? Should we do a little fun mini segment?
Yeah.
Should we do our Superman draft? So we've got the 6 Supermans here that have played the live actions in the last however many years and we'll rank them 6 to 1.
Yeah, right.
All right. Should I list who's there and then we can kind of put them in order?
Yeah.
So we've got obviously David Cornsweet.
Yep.
We've got Henry Cavill.
Yep.
We've got Tom Welling from the Smallville
show.
We've got Brandon Ruth from Superman Returns. And then we have Tyler Hoechlin from Superman and Lois.
Yep.
And then obviously the GOAT, Christopher Reeves.
Yep.
All right. So let's rank those from 6 to 1.
We did this list together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So 6, we had Brandon Routh. Is it Brandon Routh?
Yeah, Brandon Ruth, either way.
So he was in Superman Returns. It was weird. It was the first time he's been Superman, but it was like a sequel movie. It was weird. It was a weird vibes.
It was very odd. He still did a good job.
The only scene I really remember from that movie is when he gets shot in the eye and the bullet just breaks.
That was
pretty,
cool scene.
Pretty sick. But apart from that, not much going on.
Not much at all. Number 5, we love him. Tom Welling.
Yeah.
But within the show, you don't actually see him as Superman too often. It's very
like
Clark Kent driven because it's his build up to it all. Yeah. So he gets number 5, but as an actual character, he could be way higher. But when it comes to Superman, he's number 5.
Number 4, maybe controversial, but we got Henry Cavill at 4.
Oh, the big man, the Man of Steel at 4.
There's a big almost... there's a big criticism that it just really was not the true essence of Superman. Like the way they portrayed his character just wasn't great vibes. And he was dark. He was, kind of saw himself bigger than people, I guess. And he just, the tone wasn't there.
Just didn't give
you compared to these
vibes.
other 3.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. At number 3 is one of my favorite by far, Tyler Hoechlin, out of the Superman and Lois series. I think that besides him and David Cornsweet, was the greatest just like mix of Superman and Clark because he's this goofball bloke that goes and just saves like millions of lives a day. So I loved how they portrayed him. And he's a family man.
I've only seen a few eps of that.
Yeah.
Like I've seen probably 5 or 6 eps of season 1.
The way they finish it is just peak cinema.
Oh, really?
It's just peak cinema.
Oh, so it's all done? Yeah, it's all done now.
Yeah. And they just nailed it. I did not think that guy would be that good of a Superman.
Yeah, that's the bloke off Teen Wolf, isn't it?
Yeah. He is so good. So, yeah, he comes in at number 3.
Number 2, we've got David Cornsweet. So, Superman just seen. He was really good.
Yeah.
Really was just like what you think of Superman, what you think how he should be, like just the way he was. It just makes you feel better about yourself, makes you feel happier.
Yeah.
He was great. And it was just good vibes throughout the movie. And he was so personable. So, yeah, it was almost like a realistic take on Superman, even though he's an alien from like an Earth.
And it just summed up so well on like what he can and can't do in today's world. Like he pretty much stopped a war and got criticised for it.
Yeah, it was
and
so
got brought
political.
back onto him. So it's very political. And then number 1, the GOAT. It's going to be tough to top him is Christopher Reeves. David Cornsweet's got a lot of work to do to top him, but the man just laid the groundwork for just being peak.
And we definitely saw way more like him of Clark. And we've got 4 movies of him.
Yeah, exactly.
And those first 2 were elite.
Yeah.
We've got way more Clark. And obviously Superman as well. So only the one movie for David Cornsweet. He could be one by the time he's done his career.
Off to the perfect start, 100%.
Easy. Did we want to do a little Lex Luthor pick as well? Or do we want to just move
we
on?
probably should. Yeah.
Okay, so now we're ranking our Lex Luthors. But there's actually 7 of them. I haven't seen all
have
these.
the list?
I've got the list. Have you not got the list?
No, I don't have the list. You run it.
So there's 1 to 7.
Yep.
7, we've got, I don't even know his name, just Alan from 2.5 Men. Apparently he played Lex Luthor.
He's in the, what's it called? I can't even remember, like that
The
whole
show.
Universe with the Flash, Supergirl and stuff.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it's called.
What is it called?
Something verse.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought you've seen it.
Yeah, no, I have. I just can't remember what I've just had a
Crisis of Infinite Earths or something.
Yeah, he sucked. It was terrible.
Number
terrible.
6, we had Michael Kudlitz. So he was the same. He was the Lex from Superman and Lois.
And Lois. He was pretty good. He was intimidating, super intimidating. Just didn't give you off that like genius vibe that the others give off.
He plays Abraham on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, right.
That's another show that could have been in my top 3. Walking Dead.
Damn,
so
that
good.
is a good show. That is a quality show.
Number 5, Jesse Eisenberg. He was in
was
Batman vs Superman. So bad.
The idea of him would be good as Lex. It just stinker.
He was like the Riddler.
Yeah, I just didn't like him at all.
And he had hair.
Yeah.
It didn't really
He
make
only
sense.
got bald towards the end.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Number 4, Kevin Spacey. So he was from Superman Returns. Honestly, these first ones we've just said all weren't great.
All pretty average.
The top 3 are all really, really good.
Yep.
For Kevin Spacey. It was just basically Kevin Spacey playing Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't really Lex.
No.
So. Number 3, Gene Hackman. So he was the Lex Luthor in the Christopher Reeve Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Iconic. So iconic. And he really did lay the groundwork for the character on the big screen.
Yep.
So Gene Hackman at 3. Number 2, Nicholas Hoult. So this was just the recent Lex Luthor. Right, he was crazy. He was just a hater. Just a hater.
Bro, all-time hater.
Oh,
He literally started a war just to kill Superman.
crazy.
Like, he literally just wanted the world to end just so he could kill Superman. He was an all-time
But
hater.
he was a genius. Like he's going to be great to watch.
They portrayed the perfect way of making him a psycho, and literally, he's the smartest human being in the world. They blended that perfectly.
And number 1, shout out, this guy's got a podcast now. Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh, the GOAT.
Lex Luthor in Smallville, the show. I haven't actually finished the show, but it's such a good show.
He just peak. Just peak.
It's like young Lex.
Very different to Holt because Holt's a very energetic, psychopathic bloke where Rosenbaum was like just so tamed and like just a subtle genius, just kicking along, just like a nonchalant sort of Lex Luthor. I love it.
Okay, we're not going to have time to do both. Should we do F1?
I reckon F1. F1 for sure.
F1. So let's just do a little recap F1, what we thought of it. We saw that a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, definitely see F1. So good. If you're an F1 fan, if you're not an F1 fan, it's now got you stuck in, like, well, actually, you're into the F1 more.
Yeah, but then this got me even more involved into F1. Like, this just, it's very similar. Like, obviously, you love Top Gun. It was very similar to that. The way it's shot, the way it's done, like, it just, makes you want to be an F1 driver, doesn't it? Like, the perfect balance of, like, getting the real life races and then plucking Joshua Pierce and Sonny
so
Sonny
Brad
Hayes
Pitt,
into that.
Brad Pitt and the other bloke. What was the other guy's name?
I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Let me get it up. But
Adrian Adonis, I don't know.
yeah.
That could be so off. But yeah, no, it was so good. I couldn't believe how much actual like exposure they got to the F1 grid. Like they obviously the drivers were actually in the movie. Like we saw Verstappen, we saw Piastri, we saw Lando a little bit.
George Russell.
Oh,
on the
Lewis Hamilton,
podium.
obviously.
Yep.
And then Toto had a line.
Yep.
A few of them did. Zach
Fernando
did.
Alonso came in, dapped up.
Yeah,
Joshua
he
Pierce.
did.
Yep.
It was such a good movie, and Brad Pitt, he was great in it. He does a good job, even though he's like one of the most famous actors in the world. He does a good job of like actually just straight away like encapsulating a character, and you think like,
you don't get him stuck on just because he's played so many characters.
Yeah.
You don't get him stuck on he was this in Moneyball or was this in friggin' Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or something. Like he really encapsulates the character as soon as he gets into it. So I think, just absolutely nailed this role. I think they did such a good job. I think you wanted a bit more driving involved.
Well, I said that, but I think there was a lot. I don't know. I just thought, I don't know what I thought. There was plenty of driving. I just think whenever it was almost, if like 5 or 10 minutes passed and there was no driving, I was like, okay, like let's get back to the track.
Oh, that's where I thought there was like the perfect amount. I thought there was like the perfect amount of storytelling and building up these characters.
Yep.
Then also like the driving scenes were just so sick.
Yeah.
You really just thought you were watching an F1 race. You thought you were watching Drive to Survive. They think they did a perfect job of like, you can see some sort of movies like make it unrealistic at times, like what drivers can do, or like whenever they're doing a sport, basketball, footy, whatever like sport they're playing, they make things like sort of unrealistic. They kept this very tamed with like stuff that would actually happen throughout a race.
Yeah, and they said like Lewis Hamilton, he was like a co-producer or whatever on the movie. So apparently he was like there being like, this is what we do to make it more realistic, make it actually resemble more of an F1 style, because it felt like you were actually watching the real season. Like we've watched Drive to Survive, and it was just the vibes of it were very similar. And obviously they were a part of what was the actual racing team called?
Apex.
So obviously it's a fictional team, but it felt so real. It was great.
Oh, I've been using them on the new F1 game, F1 2026. It's been
and of course they plug in a like a race engineer, and then she like falls in love with Brad Pitt.
Let's be honest, who's not falling for Brad Pitt? But no, they nailed it. They did such a good job. Literally the way it's just shot and stuff was so good.
Yeah,
do you have? We've got one where it's like what Brad Pitt's best role since?
Oh, right.
What do you reckon? Do you have any movies since? Is this his best role since what sort of film?
Well, what else has he been in? Obviously Moneyball.
Moneyball was a while ago.
World War Z. He's good in all the oceans. He's in Benjamin Button, isn't he?
So like his last real ones, he's had like Clooney, Pit Wolves, If, Babylon, Bullet Train, The Lost City.
Bullet Train. That was such a good movie. I loved Bullet Train.
I probably reckon
Fight Club.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
But like since that, I actually haven't seen Fight Club either. But I probably think I reckon it's probably his best role since Once Upon a Time.
Every time I say that, people just look at me like I'm naked. Like, bro, I haven't seen Fight Club.
I actually haven't seen Fight Club either. Hard that we're doing
That's shocking. You need to shut down this movie.
That show. I haven't seen that and Pulp Fiction.
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
I've seen like every Quentin Tarantino movie but Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, true. I'm actually the same.
I knew someone that hadn't seen Forrest Gump. Have you seen Forrest Gump?
I've seen Forrest Gump. Yeah,
I watched Forrest Gump on a plane. That is one of the best movies.
It's a good movie.
That's probably my favorite Tom Hanks movie, actually.
Yeah, top tier movie.
Probably. Okay, rank these three racing movies. You've seen all of them, I think.
Yeah.
F1, Ford vs Ferrari, and Rush. So Ford vs Ferrari is so good. That's Christian Bale and Matt Damon.
That is elite.
Fast and the Furious doesn't get a look in.
We'll chuck Fast 9 on. Oh, bro.
Jeez. That is extremely tough. I think I'm going F1 at 1.
Yeah.
Ford vs Ferrari at 2. Rush at 3.
Yeah, that's literally
I think.
what I did.
Yeah.
Rush was good, but it was...
I haven't seen Rush in a while, though.
Yeah, it's a bit older. That's Chris Hemsworth, and then that bloke who plays Mickey Lauda. What's his name? I don't know his name, but he's in like Captain America Civil War and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I respect that.
I think that's it. Yeah,
that.
I reckon I'd go with that for sure.
Yep.
Oh, F1, literally could not rave about it more. Seen it twice now and could easily go see it again. I thought it was really rewatchable as well.
F1 rating out of 10.
All right, ready?
Hang on.
Need a
big hat.
Need a big hat for this.
So the F1 Big Hat box office rating?
Yep.
Out of 10?
Yep.
3, 2, 1.
8.5.
8.5.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Get out of my head, buddy.
Bro, what the hell? I for sure thought I was juking you with a 0.5 there.
Oh, my.
Well, I compared it to Superman. I'm like, it was really good, but not as good as Superman.
Yeah.
So 0.5 below.
That's insane.
Didn't even talk about that.
I feel like you need a palate cleanser. Like you need to.
Yeah.
People don't know your rating systems. If you rate them like Harrow rates his Palmers, there's nothing gets under an 8. So it's like we need to know what
We need to know what is what.
What's the what? Okay,
need a baseline movie.
We need to get like a like a template, like a what do you
True.
call
We'll
it?
build that up.
You need
I
a
reckon.
7. Like what's your year 7?
Yeah. What could be a 7? I think.
What could be a 7?
What have I seen recently?
It has to be a well-known movie that everyone can go like, oh yeah, that's a 7.
Well, for instance, like Forrest Gump is a 10 out of 10, right?
Yep.
You
You know what I think's a 7? What's that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Mark Ruffalo that we watched?
The Departed.
No.
Oh no, not The Departed. Wait,
No.
Mark Ruffalo
Yep.
and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. We watched it in Brisbane. Did not rate it.
I think that's worse than a 7.
It could be
Shutter Island.
Shutter Island. That's possibly a 7 at
Bro,
best.
I reckon that's about a 4. I watched that. I was like,
About that
what the fuck is going on? And then the way it wrapped up, I'm like, well, that was a waste of
Everyone's
time.
like, oh, biggest plot twist in history and stuff. I'm like,
oh, quickly.
really?
Actually, good first episode question. What is the worst movie you've ever seen?
Madam Web, probably.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's pretty.
Well, I
stock
was
standard.
thinking Madam Web, but then I was also thinking Don't Worry, Darling.
No,
That is the shittest movie.
no,
That
come
is
on
so
now.
bad.
Worse than Madam Web.
No, not most.
Bro,
Madam
his
Web
lips
wasn't
didn't even-
finished.
They had to clean the friggin' cinema while the movie was just about to start because they weren't expecting anyone to go in
Yeah,
there.
when we bought
We
tickets.
were the only two in there. And they had to, right before the movie was started, they had to go in there and clean because they were expecting no one to rock up.
No, Don't Worry, Darling was the worst movie I've ever
I
seen.
didn't mind it. I
was
thought
so
that's
bad.
overhated for sure.
So that's a 0 out of 10.
No, I think that's like
That's
a 2.
Okay, Madam Web's
Madam
a 0.
Web's a 0.
I'll give Don't Worry, Darling a 1. I'm trying to think of a
I feel like I'm
7 that's
forgetting
like
one.
Jack and Jill, remember
Jack
that?
and Jill's a 0.
That's
That's,
like
probably in
2.
the negatives.
10
I
out of 10
reckon.
comedy, Grown Ups.
Grown Ups, 10 out of 10.
So
comedy,
good.
yeah,
The
for
most
sure.
rewatchable movie.
Adam Sandler's probably got a few 10 out of 10s. Actually, Just Go, that's probably nearly a 10 out of 10.
Mm.
Blended's nearly a 10 out of 10.
No, they're not 10 out of 10.
In terms of comedies, obviously we
They're
need a
good.
different rating for top tier movies and then like
Yeah.
comedy movies because
Yeah.
you look at like Rotten Tomato, they give Grown Ups like a 16.
Yeah,
It's like,
I know.
how does that make sense?
Still haven't heard a 7. They're just,
I know,
they're
I'm trying to
hard
think of a
because they're so forgettable.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
exactly. You don't think of the 7s.
Titanic?
So long.
Very long.
Honestly, I would chuck like Avatar, the first one. I really like it, but it's so long. I could chuck that as a 7. Anyway, we need to wrap this up.
Yep.
Give me 2 shows you're watching right now. Plug it to the audience. What do you reckon?
2 shows I'm
All
watching
movies.
right now. My first one, been getting laughed at by you every time I mention it, but it's Shoresy, bro. It is the funniest show.
What's it about?
Okay, so it's a Canadian hockey player that plays in like this bush league hockey league, and it is the funniest thing in the world. He's talking about their team sucks.
Right.
So he made a bet with the owner that they will never lose a game again. So he brings in all his mates there from everywhere, brings them in to like never lose a game ever again.
Right.
And it's just the funniest thing ever. The first season's on Netflix,
Okay.
and then the next 3, I think, are on SBS, which
Yep.
I watched, and then there's a 5th season coming out as well.
Yep.
But give it a watch. I'm telling you, it's worth the laugh.
I
It
love
is
it.
such a giggle.
Anything else?
Not really, but I actually watched it. You aren't getting around it, but it's actually kind of fucking interesting.
So-
Ginny and Georgia.
Oh my
It
God.
actually is. Holly got me into it, and I'm actually telling you, it's a good watch. It's actually a good watch.
No,
It makes no
chance.
sense, and it's a bit all over the place, but it is pretty. It's actually pretty
That's
solid.
on Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, on Netflix. Get around it.
Well, I've already plugged mine. The Bear, so good.
Mm-hmm.
Watch it if you want to. Like, watch it if you have something. If you needed something to watch, it's on Disney Plus. 4 seasons, only like 10 episodes a season, so quality. And Drive to Survive, F1.
Yep.
You can watch the recent season. You can watch any season. It's all like so good to watch.
Yep.
So intense. Gets you in F1. Helps you like understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Ooh,
yeah.
that actually gives me one more. Quarterback just came out. The
Oh,
new
yeah.
season of Jared Goff, Kirk Cousins, and Joe Burrow. I've just started it.
Yep.
It is quality. Getting to see Joey Burr just
Yeah.
chatting shit. He wasn't
I'm keen
happy
to watch
after
that.
beating my Titans, which felt a little disrespected about. But yeah, really good watch. They always do a good job with that.
Love your work. Love your work.
There we are.
Well, that's the first kind of movie, TV show, Talkin Dribble ep. Yeah, it's been a blast. It's actually been really fun chatting movies and stuff.
Chat movies all day. I know Braden's just loving it.
Yeah, oh, bro, he's getting into it. He's getting into
Some
it.
shocking takes, just like your sports podcast.
I reckon every time we said a movie, he's just like,
What the fuck is that?
I feel like your taste is like 20-year-olds and my taste is like 30-year-olds.
Yeah, that's valid. Jakey's more 10-year-olds. No, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, squad. We'll kind of just see how the movie TV show vibe goes.
100%.
But tune in to the socials. Check us out on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. Give us a rating review, helps us get us found. But as always, thanks for tuning in, squad.
We out.